Hello! I hope everybody is doing well. I've been wanting to make this video since the summer. I just hadn't gotten around to it, but today felt like the day. So over the summer, I went to a dance on Mont Royal, and the goal of the dance was to connect to the energy of peace and send it out to the world. And to do that, we learned a series of movements, and each movement was meant to bring about a sense of like peace in the body. And there was one particular movement that I really, really loved and got attached to, and I wanted to teach it to you guys because it's one of my go-tos and I find it very powerful. And one process that I use a lot in healing is the Heart-Breath Connection Meditation, which is a meditation by Alicia Hartzell and Kimberly Carlson. And the basis of that meditation is to connect to your heart, connect to Gaia, connect to Source, and then put yourself in a protective, loving bubble, and to merge the energy of Source, your heart, and Gaia. And I always do that meditation before doing one of my healings because that's how the modality works, for one, and number two, it brings in protection, grounding, it brings you into your heart, it helps you to receive the healing, and it's really, really powerful to connect to your heart, to connect to the earth, and to Source, because you get protection from all that, you get love. It's a really, really safe, sacred space to do work. And this movement that I learned at the Peace Dance, I feel like it's like a physical way to do that meditation. Because the basis of the movement is that with your hands, you connect to Gaia, you connect to Source, you connect to your heart, and then you hold your whole self in love. And so the basis of it is connect to Gaia, you connect to Source, your heart, and then after you hold your hands like this. I'm going to show you the whole movement. You hold your hands like this and you set the intention that you're holding your whole self. All the good and all of the bad. I don't really believe in good and bad, but let's say the shadow aspects, like we all have. If you have love, often you have hate. There's fear exists, anger exists, love exists, joy exists. The whole spectrum of emotions exists within us. There's many, many parts of us that are less cute to look at. We all have egos, we all have stuff, we all have a small self, and a beautiful higher self that's very, very wise. Humans are complex, and the principle of the movement is to connect in with the earth and the guidance of from above and your own heart. So connecting with your own love and the love of the universe, and finding the courage to look at all aspects of self and to hold all aspects of self in love. And that takes a lot of courage to hold all of you in your hands, in your own hands. It's really a movement to connect to yourself. And often if I'm feeling a bit ungrounded, daisy, not good, I like to do it before a movement, and after I always feel really, really peaceful. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys the movement. One thing that's less fun is that you're gonna be like, with the screen kind of flips on the sides. So when I say your right hand, you're gonna have to do it on the other side. So think right hand and then left hand. Okay, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show you. So the first part of the movement is you connect to Gaia. So you take your right hand. Don't mirror me because opposite side. So you take your right hand and then you set the intention that you are connecting to the ground. And you look at the ground and you set the intention. I don't even know if you could hear me. So what I said was you put your hand on the ground, you look at the ground and you set the intention, I'm connecting to Gaia. And then after, with your left hand, you look up at the sky. And with your hand, you look up at the sky and set the intention to connect to source. So that part. And then after you bring your hands together, so after you put your hands together with the intention of merging Gaia and source, and then after that you do that with your hands to wrap all of you in that beautiful love. Yeah, so if you have any questions about it, put it in the comments. And I would like to do it together. So we're going to do it together a bunch of times and just take note of how you feel and really set the intention that with your hands you're connecting to Gaia, to source, your heart, and then holding all of you in love. So yeah, we're going to do it together a couple times, and most of you are going to be watching on the replay, but I would love to know what you experience. Let's start. All right, so that was the technique. I'd love to hear from you if you try it, what you felt, and wishing you a happy and peaceful day. Bye.